Net migration down in the tens of thousands. That's what David Cameron promised in 2010. The result? In the year to September 2014, it stood at nearly 300,000, up 46,000 on the year he came to power. It's not for want of trying. During his term, Cameron restricted new migrants' access to benefits, tightened up the visa regime, and tried to make it easier to remove illegal immigrants. He even sent out vans urging people to go home or face detention.
I come to this country because there is human rights. We are not animals and we need to be treated as a human.
Earlier this year, sick of conditions at immigration detention centres around the country, inmates went on hunger strike. Among other things, they complained about the unfairness of fast track, where asylum seekers have to present complex cases, often involving rape and abuse, in a matter of days or be deported. And still they come. In increasing numbers, desperate refugees from war-torn Middle Eastern and African countries are risking the perilous journey across the Mediterranean from Libya, seeking safety in Europe. Drownings are up 30 times on last year. The government's been quick to blame lawlessness in Libya, but some say the UK should look at its own role.
Britain, France and other Western countries have helped create this situation by creating the chaos across the Middle East and North Africa. They've created a huge refugee problem in Syria by helping fuel the civil war there. They've created utter chaos in Libya, which we're seeing the results of it elsewhere. They're now creating a massive refugee problem, among other things, in Yemen.
Immigration from non-EU countries briefly fell in 2013, but now it's on the rise again. And migrants from the European Union are also up in 2014. While Britain remains a member of the Union, there's absolutely nothing any government can do about that.
Because it basically means that you can no longer really control the numbers coming into and out of the country. As it happens, that proved to be economically hugely beneficial. I mean, £20 billion brought over 10 years to the UK. Politically, it's another story because, of course, there's almost no votes to be had, or at least it's not perceived that there are votes to be had by supporting immigration.
Particularly when your rising opponent is UKIP's Nigel Farage. Throughout the last Parliament, he harnessed increasing anti-immigration, anti-EU sentiment in Britain and used it to fuel a meteoric political rise. UKIP has inextricably linked immigration and the EU and has made the unacceptable acceptable. Everyone's talking about it.
Immigration debate.
Form and immigration.
On immigration.
In your immigration system.
But so far it is just talk. And while politicians posture, it's ordinary people bearing the brunt. 77% of Britons want immigration reduced, according to the Migration Observatory. Laura Smith, RT, London.